Hello everybody, welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is Travis, and we've got a new deck, a new entry in the Devilish Valet series. And I'm not sure if I was supposed to mulligan this. It actually gave me 3 lands, but I'm missing one of my colors that I need. So it could be problematic. There we go. Alright. I feel like we should play a spell at least. The problem is we're tapped out and there's no protection for them, and sometimes they have removal right off the bat, and they're not afraid to use it. Yeah, he's got something. I'm not blocking that. Okay, Halpack Hyper can bring creatures down. What if we just did... Hang on. We can bring him down now. I can do combat research here. I can go ahead and attack without worrying about dying. He's going to take it. And now Witness Protection means he can't use the Halpack Piper to summon anybody down. And I guess I should have waited to attack. I should have done that first. So that's a misplay on my part. But I just went from 1 Witness Protection to 4. Because I felt like I didn't have enough interaction with my opponent. So that put me over 60 cards. It put me at 63, but they're only 1 mana drops. So I'm figuring whatever land starvation the Magic is doing to me, it can't be worse than anything I've endured over the last week. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this guy. We're going to kick the spell, get another chump blocker. That pumps up the Valet. And we've replaced that card. And do I want to attack? No, no attacks this turn. Two spells at once. Scared of you. Everybody all together now. They should want to take out the Iconoclast. They're not blocking? I'm not going to use my shore up then. What is wrong with you guys? Why wouldn't you give some of those up? Yeah. Okay. Well, we beat a werewolf deck. Sweet. So I think adding the Witness Protections was a good idea. I've been facing a lot of Phyrexian decks and getting my head handed to me. But let's go in and show you the entire deck and the concept. Duplimancy of the Devil is what it's called. This is another entry into the Devilish Valet series. He is the star of our show. And if you're new, we've got a playlist of like half a dozen different decks that we've done. We've gone through the entire color pie. But last time when I went to go do red and blue, I added in a bunch of white cards because white in just about every expansion has at least 1 card that gives you a lot of tokens. And those token creatures, that works really nice with the Devilish Valet. So whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you double the Valet's power till the end of the turn. With white spells, we could get 3-4 creatures in easy. And so blue by itself does not have a lot in the way of creating tokens, not without combining with other colors. So there is 1 card, Vesuvian Duplimancy. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control, then you create a token that's a copy except it's not legendary. So we do have a couple of legendary creatures, so we don't have to worry about copying them. We will if we want to. But the main target, if we can, is going to be the valet. The more valets we can come out and have on the field and attack at the same time, the better the odds we can get lethal damage when we introduce other creatures, because you've got 2 or 3 of them that are doubling their power instead of just 1. Now, the one sacrifice we did is we don't have a first strike spell in here. So if they have a first strike or double strike defender, we can't attack. So we've got to be careful about that. But what do we have to help everything along? We've got, for defense, we've got Witness Protection. Enchanted creature loses all abilities, turns into a green and white 1/1 citizen creature named Legitimate Business Person. To help out with Vesuvian Diplomancy, to trigger it on the valet, we have 4 shore-ups that give us hexproof. And untap we can use as a battle tactic to attack first and maybe still untap and surprisingly kill an attacking opponent creature next turn. We've got Planar Incision. I got to keep remembering it doesn't work when the opponent's creature has trample themselves, but it's a good way to block with the valet, blink it out, and then it comes back with a +1/+1 counter on it. If Duplimancy is out when you use it on the valet, then you're going to cause a couple of interesting triggers, but it might not matter if you're not attacking at the moment. We've got 1 combat research. Enchant the creature. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So that's one way of draw card advantage. The other way is 1 copy of Silver Scrutiny. And the third way is Arrow Tormented Prophet. If you draw a card, you exile the top 2 cards of your library instead, and you can play those cards this turn. What else we got? We got Essence Scatter to stop a creature from coming down. We got, for removal, 4 Fires of Victory. This is, whenever I'm using red and blue cards, this is my favorite removal card. Lightning Strike only does 3. Right? If you got 6 cards in your hand, this does 6 for the same amount of mana. If we can kick it later, it replaces itself, so it's got a couple of advantages in the right place depending on what you need. We used this in the red, white, and blue Devils deck last time. Third Path Iconoclast, only 3 copies of them here. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. And we can use those as chump blockers or even just extra attackers, whatever. The Silver Scrutiny always keeps getting dealt first in my hand for some reason. Maybe because of the X, it treats it like one of the more powerful cards. And so instead of getting Skitterbeam Battalion first in my hand, I'm getting Silver Scrutiny. Maybe that's better. Let's see, we went over the Valet and Eruth. If I'm going too fast, just freeze the video. You can pause and look at these to your heart's content. We also have the deck list published below. Vadric, he triggers the day-night mechanic. Every time it switches, he gets 1/1 counter on him. And the more that his power comes up, the cheaper the instants and sorceries become. We're not worried about the 1 and 2 drops, but we do have, past the Duplimancy, we have the 5 drops. Ready to Rumble, 5 damage, or destroy artifact. The 2 board wipes, burn down the house, deals 5 damage, or we can use it as triggers for the valets to create 3 tokens and double their power 3 times. Temporal Firestorm, and so Vadric is good to reduce the cost. And if we need to, like for a Temporal Firestorm, we could maybe cast it for just 2 red mana and then have enough for the kicker to phase out Vadric and save him while we do 5 damage to everything else. And we have Najal the Stormrunner, a legendary wizard. You can cast sorcery spells as though they had flash, and whenever it attacks, you can pay 2. If you do, you get to copy your next instant or sorcery spell. You have to cast it that turn, but you do get to choose new targets if you want. This Najal, since I only have 1 copy of him, he doesn't come up that often. But if I've got Duplimancy and the valet's down, and I attack with him, and I have one of these that I can use on a valet, things can get really exciting really fast. And in almost all of my valet decks, I can't resist the 1 copy I have of Skitterbeam Battalion, mythic rare artifact creature from Brothers War. We don't play it for 9, we only cast it for the prototype cost and get 3 2/2s out. But those 3 tokens are, we want to save them until the valet is ready to attack. So our average mana cost is 2.7. I've got 25 lands anyway because I've been getting mana starved. I was still getting my butt kicked, so I went from 60 to 63 because I figured 1 drops aren't going to kill me too bad, and the potential upside from using a Witness Protection early on is really good. So that's the concept. For the newer players, I'm Travis. You're at Tpull's Corner. Remember to subscribe, and everybody hit the like button. There are never that many people. There's always like a small percentage of people that hit the like button. But allegedly, the likes help us. So we will take them where we can get them. And they saw my name and they were afraid. Okay. That happens from time to time. I'm told I can be intimidating. Usually that's when they hear my voice. Oh, we got another Jadar. Excellent. I think I have 4 of those now. Let's try that again. I was losing a lot before I added in those extra 3 copies of the enchantment, the 1-drop enchantment, so maybe they're apologizing? Everybody gets to auto-win at some point. The problem is, if you think you're being used by the Magic Arena's algorithm to give an automatic loss to another person, and then that triggers the fact that you've won too many times, and then suddenly you've got to be on the opposite end of it the very next time, it's tough to figure out. Our opponent does absolutely nothing. We love that. Do more of that. Face breaker! You don't have haste, so we don't care. We're not going to give you treasures, though, so become a 1/1 instead, please. Thank you. We can take a single point of damage for a while. Oh no, Phyrexian cards already. Oil counters.
Fighting everything with fire burns all your bridges.
You can go away now.
Can't snuff, get out there and blaze a path.
Now I just need 1 of the 8 spells to protect the valet. Not just to protect it, but to help me create duplicates. By taking out Jaya and by neutering the professional facebreaker, we've got us a little bit of time here.
Of course you should fight fire with fire. You should fight everything with fire.
Okay, we're gonna kick this, get rid of you. Hey, we got another removal card.
Now you
nice.
can tell everyone you beat the Jaya Ballad.
And we have this. We're looking okay. They discard the Gold Hound. They mill a land, which is probably good for them. They don't need too many lands. They've already got a card draw here. We're just waiting for their oil cards. Ooh, gross. Ouch. Okay, so we've got to stop some of that. Here, we'll make you a 1/1. And I think we're done. I think they may got us. They may have us, though, with that. I don't have life gain in the deck. Oh, Nixilis. Yeah, they got us. I already removed 2 planeswalkers. I can't take out a third in a row.
You don't stand with me. You're my enemy. Your punishment is my entertainment. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
I mean, if I had a board wipe, that might save me. I've got 3 board wipes. And I have enough mana to cast it. That was not a board wipe. We are done! We had everything set up, but the enemy had too much of an attack on us. Too many threats too fast. We could not keep up. One of our 3 word wipes would have been a perfect top deck right then to just clear the whole slate, and we still would have had the 2 Duplimancy enchantments out. But those 3 little demons were just at the right place and time for him. So they got their burn down the house. We didn't get ours. Alright, let's see if we can do any better here. You notice how they apologized to us right away? Oh, we know what happened to you last time, sir. They are too quick. They might have 2. That's usually when I die, is when they have 2 of them. We're gonna risk it. Hopefully we can do the board wipe soon enough when we need to. Okay, perfect. Got the tap land. We're done there. We hold the Essence Scatter in case they want to put out a second one of these. Or any other creature, really. Oh, never mind. Wedding announcement. Kind of gross. Okay, we'll do this because we have this. And if they ever summon another creature, we get double the blockers. You've got to have another creature at some point. In the trenches instead. Huh. The poison counters start. So you're just not summoning creatures at all. Is that the trick? Come on, give me something. I got this whole spell here to use. They're not gonna do it. Fine.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off. I have got new moves to teach you.
Another poison counter. Everybody survives. Everybody gets pumped up. My turn. Temporal Firestorm.
I'm
They
never
still have all
done
this set
for
up.
good.
And I'm starting to flood out with land. And they can just create a bunch of more poison creatures. There will be 3/3 instead of 1. And they do the draw card advantage. Ouch. This is gonna be bad for me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I do that now, or... Let's do this. Let's wait. They've got so much mana now, they've got to have a big creature, right? I want to counter something. Thank you. Now I can block your butt. Please tell me you don't have another trick. Whew. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. So that means 4? Or no, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me go ahead and go get 5. I was sure I would get an island out of that. That's good enough. I've got protection. I didn't have anything to stop that. Phyrexian cards strike again. And nothing to help me out there. What if I draw a card? Nothing to help me out there. There. Had to do something. Oh, look at that. Doubles everything. I'm dead. What a coincidence. He knew to wait until I did something. I had something to stop that the whole time. Well, if you've been around, you've heard my conspiracy theory that the Phyrexian cards have an unfair advantage because the algorithm is slanted towards them right now. They're the new hot thing. Wizards want you playing with them. Not only are they introducing new mechanics to the meta that shake up your existing known environment, and they're going to be having that kind of advantage anyway, sort of like an invading species, which is exactly what the Phyrexians are, so it matches thematically as well. It's kind of poetic. But my conspiracy theory is that the Phyrexian cards get exactly what they need when they need it in order to beat you. To give all the Phyrexian users, especially the new players who are playing for the first time with their new Phyrexian cards, a good experience. And I've got to tell you, it's holding up, and it's not just... I don't think it's just a conspiracy theory anymore, because it's been a couple weeks, and I've been posting videos all the time, and they're not edited. You know, because when these guys start roping me, I'm sitting through it. You guys may speed through it if you want. But it's all there for you guys to see. No cuts, no edits. The Phyrexian decks come up, and most of the time, especially if they're the first couple of times when we're just getting on for the beginning, we lose. We lose hard. We lose fast. And they just so happen to have the exact cards that, you know, no matter how well we prepare, they have the exact card that'll take us out. My opponent is Poop Loser 19. Sounds like a personal condition. Maybe he should be wearing Depends for that. Okay, we're gonna keep it dry for an Essence Scatter. Usually the white-green, the green-red decks are fairly fast. They usually have a 1 or a 2 drop by now. It is kind of strange to not see them do anything. We've got an expensive card there. There we go. Now, if they try and get rid of this already, do we save it with Planar Incision? Yeah. I like the way that worked out. Not using Combat Research, I want to use Shore Up. They should only be able to target one. We'll see which one they consider to be the bigger threat. One more land would come in great right now. That is nowhere near a land. Okay, we're gonna risk it. The problem is he has vigilance with that one. It presents a problem against the valet. And they are ramping. Okay. I still need my land. Oh, you know what? You're tapped out. I'm going to lose him then. That's fine. Excellent. They should go after a 5-4. If they have removal, I'm counting on them leaving the valet alone now. Perfect. Kick it. He thinks I'm just keeping this as a blocker. I'm not. I'm keeping it because I want to use the combination and show you guys everything popping off. Nice. I have 16. My turn. Shore up. It creates this cascading doubling effect. And now watch. This is what we've been waiting for. This is why we didn't take the easy win. Triggers! Ha 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 ha! Final score, 19 to -50. You were a poop loser 19, but that's okay. He didn't scoop. He actually stood his ground and took the hit like a real soldier. And we thank you. Because we're here to demonstrate the decks. We weren't here to just win right away. We could have hit him in the face for an extra 5 earlier. That's not why we were there. We wanted 2 Duplimancies down. We wanted a spell to create 3 valets, and then we wanted 3 tokens so that every single of those 3 valets would be pumped up. There's a mechanic that Magic has called Cascade, but I like to think of that as my own kind of cascade. We get to go for it. This is like the first time I've gotten to go first all day long. It's so exciting. We get to go first. Wow. Oh, here's somebody who's up for anything ×2. Let's go ahead and put you out. They could have a battle tactic. Hopefully not right away. I need next turn to be able to protect it. No, they've got it already. That happens a lot. Okay. I guess we have it, we'll use it. They might have protection. They might be waiting to protect something bigger and better. And we missed a land drop. So much for letting us. Thanks for nothing, Magic, letting us go first. Here, we'll get rid of this before it can duplicate. We can't save that special land. We've got to use it. I think we use it now to put this stuff down. They might have something to destroy enchantments, so if they can, we want to know this early. Oh no. I need another land. 2 consuming blobs in a row. That is tough. What other kind of fresh horror do you have for me? That wasn't so bad. As long as you don't have protection. They let it go. Okay, I don't know if they could have saved it. 7 mana now. Okay, here comes another Duplimancy. Now we just need the Valet. And any one of the remaining 7 spells. They're just refilling their hand. Okay, so if I kick this, it'll do 3 because I'm going to draw a card. They took it. Okay, how many fires of victory is that? 3? So let me keep the land up in my hand. They've still got something that holds up priority. Another Jewel Thief, okay. They take it. Triggers. Nice. That's what they had this whole time, was Titanic Growth. If you have 2, you can make it a 9/9. You can kill my Valet. Not too shabby. Oh, that was a mistake. That's a lot of trample damage. You don't have enough ammo now to stop me. Even if you have another big creature. I mean, they might have an enchantment destruction, but I'll just replace it. We're ready for a trick. Exile you. And come back. Take the 4 damage. And you're a 2/2 now instead of a 1/1. Congratulations. Look at him getting all these battle tactic instants right when he needs them. It's not enough, but it kept him alive to this point. What if I start flooding out with land now? That is a lot of battle tactics to all come up at once. Maybe he was counting on the consuming blob being around to form his army. Yeah, combat tactic. Nice. He's got a block, so he finally loses a creature. Now just don't top deck a creature bigger than 2/2. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. He held his own pretty good. We'll do one more. After we see what goodies we got. Field of Ruin. Might have been nice if I didn't have all of them already. It would be nice to help us, because a lot of my collections, they end up at like 85, 86, 87, 88% complete. It would be nice if we get towards the end of a rotation that they would sort of read what's in our collection and give us bigger percentage chances to get cards that we don't have rather than duplicates. Just, you know, anything, a little something to help us out. I've heard a lot of other YouTube creators back during lockdown when I first started watching complain about the in-game economy. I think I can't afford to miss a land drop. We're still doing Essence Scatter, though. Okay, we don't like flyers. And we don't like flyers with card draw. I'm expecting these guys to cast 1 or 2 spells every single turn, so if we're going to flip, we might as well flip next turn and not do anything. Land, excellent. We do nothing. Intrepid Adversary. Okay. Okay, no blocks. It's not the land I wanted. Shoot. One, two, three. Two spells, no attacks. We flip it today. Vadric becomes more powerful, and now I can do a Temporal Firestorm and kick it and save him if I need to. Perfect timing.
Do not underestimate the forest because of its beauty. We can foster much growth.
He's at
here.
6. Okay. So I can kick this, right?
You are either
There we
brave
go.
or foolish.
Then we just attack. They've got to let it die, right? They're not going to chump block it or anything. He's going to chump block it. Okay, fine. We got lots of land now. I just need to make sure they don't dig into their graveyard.
We stand strong, and the ground supports us.
Creatures you control with 1/1. Okay. 5/5, huh? Must be nice. He did not attack. Okay. Temporal Firestorm kicked. Save my creature. You guys all go away.
We are wilting.
And that's why we have Vadric. Vadric plus Temporal Firestorm for the win. And what do we want to do against these guys? I guess we'll do this. And then we'll be done. We are now ready for Duplimancy. Oh no. That's bad news. Really? You gotta do Jada, right? Because of Sigarda's summon, she becomes even bigger. That's kind of all I could do. Avarook usually ends the games against me. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't block that. So I guess I was supposed to keep my board wipe until Avarook came out. And how was I supposed to know that? And would I have survived with a 5/5 flyer in that amount of time? We're going to do one more. Maybe it's going to be a long video today. Yeah, if you top deck Avarook and you've got enough mana for her, it's really hard for red to do anything against Avarook. I think the worm is turned or something against us. This is going to be mono white for X? No, it's white and black. Okay, so we actually do have a chance. But it's not necessarily a good one. We can put the flyer down. Make it a 1/1 without toxic. Desperately need land for anything to work now. Didn't get it. We missed a land drop. That usually means we lose against Phyrexian cards. That's just all there is to it. No land. He can cast that and he can kick that. Lovely. Well, he's got absolutely everything he needs. Like, I don't even have a chance, do I? Still no land. They're only giving me 3 land. Oh, man. Instead, they gave me the most powerful card in the deck. The most expensive. They have exactly the right mix of removal and creatures that they need to utterly destroy me. A board wipe won't help because I don't have enough. They never gave me land. Never gave me land. Okay. We're gone. That's just disgusting. Alright, that can happen to us too. We'll just have to wish away those last losses. Alright, let me go in and show you the deck one final time. As we said, it's not a competitive deck. But when you get the combo out, it's fun. I was supposed to know somehow that I should have mulliganed or something, that I wasn't going to get the lands that time. Well, what's a video from Tpull's Corner without being land-starved at least once? Almost most of these cards made an appearance. I think this is a good decision to go over 60 and add in the witness protections. There's too many creatures that have special abilities that I need to protect against. Fires of Victory is a good removal choice. I'm not really regretting anything here. There's some cards that maybe, like, I expected the combat research to show up more often as a 1-drop than it did. So that's kind of weird to me. Maybe I just need more copies, but I don't really want to go past 63 cards when I already went over just to get some interaction with the opponent. So with the interaction, we got 4, 8, and if you count the board wipes, 9, 10, 11. That should usually be enough, but you saw we can easily get land starved. You know, sometimes things just don't turn your way. But I kind of like the combo, especially when you can get Planar Incision going with them. Or you can double things with Najal. It's really fun. And the Temple Firestorm combination with Vadrik, I absolutely adore. Yeah, I don't have much to complain about the deck. But let me know, as always, give me feedback on what you think, if you would change it up, if you like other cards that you think should be there instead, what you would do, that kind of thing. So we'll have a new deck for you next time. But thanks for coming out, everybody. Have a good one.